Bink.
Hi, I'm Jason.
I'm Jason.
Greg.
We are Gen X.
That's Greg.
And welcome to our podcast. We're the
Yeah,
last
chatting in the
generation
chat face in the
to
house.
grow up
Welcome to our
with
podcast.
computers. We're the last generation.
Bienvenidos a Podcasto. Thank you guys for tuning
Podcasto.
in and checking us out. We appreciate everybody who spends their time with Gen X or We Adult Yet. I want to give a shout out to our Monday crew. We freaking love you guys. That's a collection of our day ones and anybody who joins us on Monday. We drop our episodes late Sunday night. So our Monday crews are the folks who tune in every Monday morning and catch our latest, crispiest, freshest episodes we have to offer. And that's a shout out to our audio only listeners. Good Lord, we have a ton of followers on our audio. Sorry, easy for me to say. On our audio only side, you know, we have our YouTube videos, we have our, you know, all of our social medias, but, you know, on podbean.com, and it's anywhere you guys want your, wherever you guys get your audio podcast already. Gen X, are we adults yet? We're alive and well there. We are international. That's our by far our biggest following. And, you know, that's where we're reaching the most people. So shout out to you guys. Anybody who listens to this audio, thank you. Appreciate you. And all of our videos anyways. So thank you guys for joining us. Greg, my friend, how are you doing over there, bro?
What is up?
What's up, buddy? You coming in live, coming in hot? I want to give a shout out to Chatty McChatface.
This guy's not going to do much chatting, but he's my co-host on this end tonight.
Nice. Who is that? Introduce us.
This is Thaddeus. He'll probably wake up and stretch here in a minute, but
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
TH. Not PH. Thaddeus. Thaddeus. Yeah. All right.
Thaddy the Batty.
All righty. Thaddy, thank you for joining us. Chatty, thank you for joining us. You guys clicked on the title, and the working title was Milk Carton Kids, 80s Tabloids, and Your Mom.
And your mom.
We were going to close the show with some mom jokes, but you know what? It was kind of hard finding funny mom jokes. It was hard finding mom jokes I've never heard before. It was hard finding mom jokes I want to tell in front of whoever watches. You know what I mean? Some of them were just stupid. Some of them I've heard whatever variation of, and I don't know. So if you got a good mom joke, we'd love to hear it. You know, hit us up, drop it in the chat.
Throw it in the chat.
Throw it in the chat. Let us hear it.
Let's see.
But we are going to cover Milk Carton Kids. We are going to cover some 80s tabloids. And the whole cool thing about it is our generation, we were at the peak. We were at the golden era for print, the 70s and 80s. So when we were little kids going shopping with our moms or our dads, whoever we went shopping with, in the grocery stores, when we were standing in line, there were the racks. There were, you know, the magazines and all of the quick grab me stuff, right? You know, all the candy bars, the candy and all that neat stuff. And now they have soda machines. All that impulse stuff grabbed, and that's where the TV guides are sold. Where's my TV guide? It's over there. Shit. My pizza's here. So, all the TV guides and stuff that were sold there, and we had those tabloid magazines, the National Enquirer, the Sun, something weekly or whatever. We're going to get into those in the middle of our show, but you know what I want to open with is something that, looking back, is so fucking morbid and so weird. It just, I didn't, you know, I read a few articles on this, and even back in the day when this was being rolled out, there was still a lot of just not misunderstanding, but just not understanding what was the goal of having us stare at missing fucking children while we had breakfast every morning. Think about it. Gen X, we would have breakfast. We had breakfast cereals. There was a huge push for dairy. And there was, you know, we had breakfast cereals, and that was the thing. I know people eat cereal now, but when we were kids, we would sit at the table. We didn't have phones. We didn't have usually a TV in the kitchen, right? So we didn't have electronics. We didn't have any of these things to kind of entertain us. So, you know, big companies, you know, put kid-related material on cereal boxes, inside the cereal box, and then somebody decided, I read the name somewhere. Somebody decided, hey, let's put pictures and information of missing kids on milk cartons, knowing full well kids stared at those milk cartons first thing in the morning across America. It wasn't just like a like a local thing. It wasn't just like some kids in Ohio did this, right? It was a national kind of campaign, and kids across America ate fucking breakfast, dude. That's what they saw on TV. That's what they pushed on commercials.
Once you were finished reading the cereal box, you had nothing to do but look at the milk carton. So
that's how we know what riboflavin is.
Some kid, yeah, dude.
Raise your hand if you know what riboflavin is, and I guarantee it, you read it on a fucking milk carton.
Yep.
I guarantee it. Anyways, so we didn't have the electronics. We didn't have those things, right? So these milk carton kids, these were real missing kids. And they put their pictures on milk cartons and spread them across the planet or across America. What was the idea? That these kids were like kidnapped, and these kids were like, being like walked down the street, and the general public would see these kids or have seen these kids, or maybe these kids were, renamed or something, or, you know what I mean? What was the whole goal of showing? And then why on milk carton when they know their biggest consumer are children and moms or dads, and everybody eats cereal, but that was, that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? So here's what really happened, right? The idea behind was, we're going to show these kids, we're going to get these pictures out there, and these dairies kind of came together and kind of and pushed this. They didn't push this, but they kind of collaborated. This is before social media. This was before any kind of real collaboration. This wasn't a government funded thing, I don't believe. Missingkids.org, missingchildren.org or something like that. Is where I got some of this information. So
I was going to say this is before websites.
Right. No, this is where I was. Yeah, this is where I was reading all this stuff from. Right. So here we are, 1980, whatever, 586 or whatever. I'm having breakfast. I'm staring at this. You know what? Fuck, I have the video. I was going to play it the whole time. Which one was it? 6? It was that one, huh?
6.
Right? So here we are.
It was this one.
It was this one. Let's do this one. All right. So here we are. We're having breakfast in the morning. This is the stuff we're reading. We're reading all this stuff, right? So here's the thing. Am I responsible for keeping an eye out for these kids? Oh my goodness. We have the Gen X ghost in the house. Hold on. Let me go over to. Wait. Oh, my goodness. Look at this floating plate of pizza coming at me. Yes. Thank you.
We have not seen the Gen X ghost for a while.
We haven't seen the Gen X ghost in a while. So thank you, Gen X ghost. Hey, Gen X ghost, if you're in the room, make yourself known. How would you? So thank you, Gen X ghost.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's pretty cool. Gen X ghost, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ooh.
It's one of my favorite guests we've had on the show, Gen X ghost. What was that? Was that the video for Runaway Train?
So, yeah, I was going to talk about that here in a second. But so I'm having breakfast. I'm staring at these missing kids, right? And I'm like thinking, am I responsible for noticing this kid? Am I supposed to be walking through the mall with my mom or my friends, whatever? Am I supposed to be scouting out all these little kids? What happens if I see one of these kids? Am I supposed to like run to a payphone, call 911 and go, I see a milk carton kid?
You're supposed to remember this phone number right here. 1-800.
Yeah.
What happens if you call that number now?
Maybe it's the Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Yeah, we cannot prank call that number.
No, they'll have caller ID for sure.
That's a bad idea.
Maybe moms were shopping and we're looking at kids, but mostly it was us. During breakfast every day, we'd get a new kid every 3 or 4 days, depending on how much milk you drank. Right?
We didn't really get these half-size cartons like this, man. We always had the big jug.
We had hell of these growing up until I started having little brothers. Right. And then they got to the gallons. But I
Yeah,
mean,
full
these
gallon.
guys. Is that same kid?
Yeah.
Hawthorne Melody.
Didn't they only find like not very many of these kids, like
Two.
2 or something?
No, okay, now look.
It
I'm
didn't
not
even-
knocking the program. Not only was it creepy, especially looking back. I'm like, again, I'm responsible for this shit. And then you know what? Tell me how you haven't ever heard the thread. I'll fucking they'll find you on a milk carton. I'm gonna find you on a milk carton if you keep talking like
Yeah,
that or whatever.
I got
Blah
a
blah
milk
blah.
carton.
Right? I'm gonna find you on a milk carton one day. So here I am watching these kids in a nice warm house with my family, however my family was, right? Eating food, going to school, knowing this kid's out there missing somewhere, probably getting hurt or tied up in the trunk of a car or something. That was always my thought, right?
Right. White van.
200 kids were featured. Only 2 kids were found. 200 kids were featured. Only 2 kids were found. One kid, now there's some stats behind this stuff. Now, one kid was abducted by her mother from her father. Father reported missing kid, right?
Yeah, that's one of the most common types of whatever missing children is.
It is. The little girl saw her own picture on the milk carton. I said, "Oh my God, that's me."
School special.
Told her friend and said, "Hey, that's me." Her friend told her parents.
Oh yeah.
And their parents called whatever the authorities, right? And then, the end of the article was that the dad was reunited with the daughter, blah blah blah, right? So, 200 kids were featured. Bonnie Bullock, 7 years old, abducted by her mother, saw her own picture and told her friend. When they told her parents, she was reunited with Faja. The other kid found wasn't due to the milk carton. It was due to, I think she just returned home or something pretty obscure. It wasn't anything, right? Here's the thing. According to statistics on missing persons, right, 460,000 people go missing in America every year. So that number fluctuates, whatever, what have you, okay? That number doesn't mean stranger abducting children. There are categories of missing people, right? Now, like you were saying a minute ago, there's different scenarios, whatever. One of those scenarios, which is a big contributor to that number, are runaways from like group homes and foster care and these other government whatever. And as soon as they run away, they file a missing persons report. So
yeah, runaways is
person
super
can be
common.
All right.
The other parent thing is super common.
And it also said the most common abduction is that from a family member or somebody who's known and not really necessarily from a stranger. Right. Fucking creepy. Right. But I think what that was speaking to is a lot of times it's a parent stealing, running away with the kid. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Statistics on missing people.
We get here too.
Say again?
The Amber Alerts we get, a lot of them are the parents.
That was the next generation of the milk carton kids. Once that ended, it ended because, one, it sucked, it didn't work. And anyways, we'll get into that. Missing persons, Black individuals are disproportionately represented among missing people in the United States. The highest number of missing person files are for white people, but Black people are missing at a higher rate than their percentage of the population.
Hey, wait, your camera's not working. You're just an X on the screen.
Well, what happened?
You forgot to plug in the doll. Or the doll became unplugged because it was plugged in. You was there. What's up, buddy? Mid-evening nap. What's up? No camera. We're missing the main link to the studio. I'm just out here stranded in space. Is there anybody out there?
You can hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
Well, shit. I guess I'm not
Your
sure what
camera
happened.
link is down.
You have to restart that shit.
Huh. Oh. You all right? There you go. It's a little bit heavy on my. Oh. There you go. You growl at me. How dare you? How dare you? You all right? This guy. Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro. You are you're gone. No? Are you still there? Are you working frantically on camera? Hey,
Am I back?
there it is.
Yeah, I'm back. Yay. Sorry, guys.
What happened?
The phone just something. Not sure.
Didn't
Not
wanna.
sure.
Didn't want it anymore.
I read these stats, and it's about the missing people, right? Basically, Black African Americans make up 13.4% of the U.S. population, but account for nearly 40% of the missing people. Black kids go missing at a higher rate than white children, making up about 33% of all missing child cases. This is from Elon University.
That's crazy.
Approximately 460,000 kids go missing each year.
Still,
Greg,
right? Still
where
now,
the
right?
fuck do 460,000 kids go?
I don't think we want to know.
They're busting rings left and right. They're saving kids left and right. And that number doesn't account for 460,000. But they found like 200 at a time. Like, was this a warehouse? Was this like several like truck trailers all put together and shit? Well, I mean, were these like several houses and it was a ring, like a connection of dwellings and shit? They say they found 200 kids.
All of the above. Yeah, I don't think we want to know.
Well, somebody who did want to know in 1993, music video for Soul Asylum's Runaway Train. I fucking love that song, by the way. Featured real missing children and successfully helped locate 21 to 26 of them using MTV's reach for a vital cause before social media. Some were found years later and others still missing.
It was
But
strategic.
it was widely credited with reuniting families and showcasing a powerful use of media for good.
They did that for a strategic reason to leverage their exposure, and then they wrote a banger at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the song's about runaway train, never going back, wrong way on a one-way track. Come on. Seems like I should be getting somewhere. Anyways.
Were they foreigners?
I don't think so. I just put that on there because I can't sing. So yeah, guys, Gen X. Does this make us tough? Does this make us not scared? Does this make us not?
No, did it make us more scared? Like we thought this was just going on around us all the time, and we became fearful of our environment.
I was looking for these kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wherever you went.
Yeah. These are horrible pictures.
Yeah, and they probably didn't look anything like that anymore. When the date went missing 1981, and you're reading this in 1985.
Poor kids.
Yeah, 700 dairies decided to do that all at once.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. So it was the dairies, I guess. They're the ones who buy that packaging, and
Print the prints.
yeah, so they all decided, hey, here's how we're going to pitch in. We're going to
Some of the reasons
a whole generation of kids.
it ran for a few years, like into the 90s or something. It stopped. It wasn't successful. Not many kids, 2 kids were found. And some people started moaning and groaning that it's only, favoring or biased towards white people. It was only displaying, showing missing white kids. Another reason was trying to catch some backlash over that shit. When black kids are the highest rate of missing children, here we are just showcasing the white ones, right? I didn't realize that until a little bit later. So after we had milk carton kids, after we had breakfast, let's say we're at the store buying breakfast, we're at the store buying whatever. And I remember, I've told the story before. I remember my mom, it was just my mom. It was just the times, right? Smoking in a grocery store, smoking indoors. It was a thing. It was totally cool. It was totally fun. And putting it out on the ground and smashing it, make sure it was out because that's responsible, while I was riding on the bottom of the cart in the grocery store, because that's what,
It's just what you did.
So what you did. So
there was no non-smoking section in the grocery store.
There wasn't, no. So we go to the grocery store and you can't not see it. You can't escape it. They're right there. The magazines on your way out, those grocery store tabloids. It was a thing. It was a golden era of print in the 70s and 80s. It started declining in the 90s. I think it's non-existent in the 2000s or whatever in a paper form or if anywhere. Anyways, it's been sold a few times, but what we're going to talk about is the National Enquirer, the Sun, and there's like a third one or we'll throw up. But these magazines, these are the ones that we would get all of our alien updates. We would get our Bigfoot updates. We would get like who's dating who on the. There was celebrity gossip, right? But it was just
Jerry Springer magazine.
Jerry Springer magazine. These magazines were pretty cool.
Like the trashiest things they could put in front of you, or the wildest headlines.
Anything to get you to click on that title. Anything to get you to, you know what I mean? So
it was analog clickbait. Yes, that's analog clickbait, dude.
They loved him. Yeah. The Beatles, right? She loves you. Yeah. It's a little play on words. They loved him. Yeah. That is the guy who shot fucking John Lennon. The Sun. That's how they reported it. I can't remember the guy's name. Everybody in the world knows that guy's name. It's not John Hinckley Jr. That's the guy who shot Reagan. We're going to talk about him in a minute. Shit, what's his name? The guy who shot. Can't remember.
Johann.
Sirhan. Some Middle East shit from the 70s. That's the name I heard in the news, dude. I don't gonna tell you the fuck about that guy. All right.
Magazine. Yeah, dude. And that's the only place in the grocery store checkouts. They weren't like in those machines outside the grocery store or anything.
We can zoom in and find the date. It says dying Cher. That chick is still alive. She just got married to somebody like I think you guys like 34 or 36 or something.
She's still like touring.
She's still on tour. Yeah, dying Cher.
250 dates a year.
I love that we found Oprah's secret son. Love that. Yeah. Good times.
Calvin. Yep. Calvin Winfrey.
Is that his name right there? Calvin Winfrey.
Calvin Winfrey.
The National Enquirer. I can hit play on this shit. The National Enquirer was born in 1926. The New York Evening Enquirer, a weekly broadsheet founded in NYC.
Yeah, it's like TMZ, right? Now we have TMZ.
This is TMZ, 100%, right? celebrity news. I think TMZ actually gets the good celebrity shit, though. That's the first place I go if there's any celebrity death on Facebook.
Celebrities like that.
Yeah, the first place I go to verify it in TMZ. If it's not on the opening screen in TMZ, the guy's still alive. Period. Right.
Yeah.
Or it's an old post. The guy died years ago. 1926, 1952, 1953, converted from a broadsheet to a tabloid format to better deliver lurid, eye-catching content to fit the tabloid style. Encyclopedia.
And how much were they, though? It was like 50 cents for one of these?
Probably not even that, dude. 1950s, 50 cents? No. You could get like 8 pounds of hamburger for that or some shit. 1953 converted tabloid. 1957 renamed the National Enquirer, emphasizing its national scope rather than just New York. 60s begins distribution in supermarkets, especially at checkout counters, a major shift that helped transform it into a mass market grocery rack tabloid.
Yeah, dude.
1970s, the golden era of tabloid popularity. Enquirer circulation peaks. At one point, the weekly readership reached 5.7 million copies per week.
Million copies
per week. Good Lord.
Yeah, dude. They were cranking them out. Stacks of those things at every grocery store.
JFK taking it. Pow.
That's sick. They still do, right? Sort of. They sell something. I guess maybe I just don't pay attention to it. They have those in the grocery store still. Are you leaving? Where are you going? Are you out? Oh. Go. You're interrupting everything. Go. Crazy. That was Bigfoot's love slave. Yeah, awesome. Like that's pre-Photoshop, huh? That doesn't even look like
really pregnant.
The head doesn't look like it
really belongs on that body. Well, that's why it's black and white, so you can't see the.
And then version of Bigfoot. Weekly World News.
Here we go. I was John Travolta's gay lover. Fucked up. That's a giant headline next to his face with a really fruity look on his face. I mean, I like John Travolta. John Travolta's a good guy, right? He's good. Yes.
Good guy.
Oh, yeah. Like, right? Hasn't been to the island, right? That guy.
Billy Joel is caught two-timing. Christy Brinkley. What did she do? How do
you cheat on a supermodel, bro?
It just becomes normal.
All right, here we go. National Enquirer, some outrageous headlines. Again, clickbait. We're used to this stuff. We're giving her a new face. What's wrong with that face? Baby, beautiful. Police terrified as UFO responds to their signals.
Yes.
While showing, how many babies is that? 6? Dang. Speaking of tabloids.
Time magazine, just as bad.
Well, catchy. Clickbait, right? My first exposure or whatever, the first time I knew of Ellen DeGeneres, it was like on this, I think it was the 10th annual Young Comedian show. She was doing this little bit of stand-up gig, and there's other young comedians. It was hosted by other senior comedians. It was a good show, and she, I don't know, comedians, I guess they used to call them, and they never really were funny. I think women struggled to be comics, especially up until maybe Nikki Glaser.
Yeah, almost none of them, yeah.
Almost up until Nikki Glaser. Shout out Nikki Glaser. Come on the show. Well, she's doing the Golden Globe show. She ain't coming on our podcast. She had a pretty good bit. It wasn't too bad, and I knew she was doing stand-up. And then, she got her own TV show and did the whole thing. Then she came out and then exploded. And now she's got, then she moved, and now her house flooded. That's what I read.
Did she move to Ireland? She's not the one who moved to Ireland.
Uh-oh.
Denise
Uh-oh.
Rich.
Kelly Ripa, anorexia nightmare.
Kelly Ripa. Were they allowed to just make up stuff like this? Did they get sued by celebrities a lot for saying stuff like this?
Insider shared. I don't know how that works.
Published under parody laws. Like, you can't just make up stuff about people and publish it like that. So
BBC's getting sued for it. Man abducted by UFO for the 4th time. Why is he keep coming back? Should stay.
Truth and hypnosis.
Globe. Flatten your tummy. They're in love. Brooke Shields and the king of pop himself, MJ, Michael Jackson.
Was that true? Did they were they really?
I remember that.
I remember hearing something like that. I just don't know how much of any of this stuff was ever proved true, or if they were just allowed to say what they wanted just for entertainment purposes. Burt will never marry. Burt Reynolds.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dang. There's a sucker born every day.
Cigarette companies target babies.
Sick. That's not AI. They really had to give a baby a cigarette for that. Bat child.
Did it start over? Did. There we go. This brings us to the mid-show break. Actually, we're almost done here. I reached out to Ingle. Ingle, when you watch this and when you listen to this, brother, he provided the song of the week.
Yeah?
He did. I said, hey, give us the song of the week. He's like, done. So shout out to Ingle. He's our bestie. And basically, you know what? A faithful follower of the show. So, Mike, here's your song, buddy.
Video game.
I'm alone, sitting with my empty glass. My old walls follow me through my past. Metro, change your mind. I remember a soldier sleeping next to me, riding on the metro.
I don't want to get live band.
Yeah, I think he might have meant the System of a Down version.
They have one?
Yeah. System of a Down covered that in the early 2000s, it says.
I think he said Berlin.
And it was in a bunch of movies, too. I know, I'm
going to stand by Berlin.
I'm just joking anyways. But no, they did. I'm just joking about it. That's what he meant. But. What up, Mike? It was in a bunch of movies, too. Encino Man and Better Off Dead.
Right.
That might have been the only time I ever heard it.
Here comes the Gen X Ghost. Hey, Gen X Ghost. Can I get some more pizza, please? Whoa.
That's so awesome. No other podcast has their own ghost.
Love you, Gen X Ghost. You know what I do have? I have the movie of the week.
Movie of the week?
Are you ready for that?
Let's get it.
All right.
His name is Crew.
Hey, good looking.
BMX is his world. Rad is his way of life.
The world would be a lot better off.
Mr. Hand. Mr. Duxbury.
We're here for the biggest and most important bicycle motocross event ever held, Hell Track. This is a
I
very
wanted one of those
important
bikes so
race.
bad.
The very finest riders in the country are here riding for some $100,000.
Hell Track in this here town. They've got to be kidding. This is a joke.
I really think I can get this one. I think I've got a chance.
Those twins went on to be producers
Everyone's on his case.
for some of the best horror movies we've had. Some of the good horror movies, I think.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Got the style,
reading up on those guys.
Yeah, that freestyle BMX too.
and he's going to prove it.
I've never seen such raw determination and talent in one kid.
Against the factory hotshots.
Looks like the local yokel's gonna race after all.
It's gonna take a miracle to beat this guy.
Against the big money fixers.
All you have to do is take out that kid.
Against impossible odds.
You scared now?
This guy doesn't even stand a chance.
Yeah.
He's going for it all.
The Karate Kid, a bicycle movie.
Rad.
Awesome.
Rad.
Yeah, dude, that movie was so badass, dude.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
all I wanted to do was be one of those guys. I like the freestyle BMX the most. I think was always my favorite style. If I could do any of that cool BMX stuff.
Went to see it with my cousin or something in the movie theaters. It's pretty cool, man. I remember that coming out. I remember watching
the
it.
theater. That'd be pretty dope to see in the theater.
It was pretty cool. It didn't suck, right? Our Gen X spotlight for the week. I want to take it back to the 80s, probably 82, 83, somewhere in there. It feels like 84. I don't know. It depends. Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, homeboys, homegirls, the New York City Breaker.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to be one of these guys so bad too.
Powerful texture.
I don't know about the spandex suit though.
To ground with Mr. Wave. Of course, he's gonna pop and lock and do the wave and shit, TikTok and boom. Good footwork, boom.
It's like kids are just
Glide master
rediscovering this stuff again.
spinning on his fist. Balance. Slows it down. He's gonna pose and point. Action. He's gonna do some right into the fucking the windmill. Yeah, gyro, windmill. Yeah. He's gonna do a flip. You know, it's not easy to do that little hand fucking bounce onto your feet and hands like that.
Yeah, try that. Go try that right now.
Go break your fucking arm right now, elbow.
Make sure you film it.
Orthopedic surgeon called.
You gotta have footage. Good, nice. This won't get us live then, will it?
There we go. Here we go. Starting over again. Right into the gyro. Now, if you notice, they'll gyro with their arms crossed across their chest, their hands on their hips, their hands on their thighs, their hands on their stomach, no hands at all. And he's vibrating. That's what he's supposed to be doing. And then now he's like popping, locking, breaking it down, melting. It's a grown man doing that shit. See how he's using his forearms and his hands? Forearms and his hands. Now he's on his back. See how he does it. He's got... And he's on his forearms and hands too. His elbows, kind of. Oh, here we go. Gen X Ghost again. Here comes the pizza.
Floating pizza.
Yay.
The Gen X Ghost always shows up with pizza. That's cool.
That's all it brings. Thank you, Gen X Ghost. Dude, This cupped pepperoni has an olive in it, and it's been doused in Parmesan cheese.
Dang.
Yes.
That's a bonus bite.
National Enquirer around 1999, after the death of the Pope and changes in ownership. Did the Pope own it? The Enquirer is sold to American Media Inc. AMI. 90s to 2000. Good Lord, 2000s. Tabloid competition increases. Other tabloids, celebrity gossip media. Later, the internet. Enquirer circulation begins to decline. By 94, it was reportedly around 3.1 million. And in 2001, it was around 3.1 to 2.1 million. Try and get that ghost out of here. All right. So Greg had shouted out and mentioned, a couple months ago, we could do one on National Enquirer. We could do that. I started thinking about it, go into those tabloids, those just crazy headlines and just those eye-catching kind of, man eats dog too. No, I just read them in the magazine right there. I just, standing in line.
My mom
I've never cracked one open, never watched one, right?
Yeah.
But I did find
somebody had to be buying those though, dude, because they were making billions of dollars.
Dude, people were bought 3.1 million people were still buying them around 2001.
Yeah. And then everything went online. We lost all that newspaper stuff.
I want to show you some stuff. Now, do you remember the old Boys Life magazine? It was a Boy Scout magazine, Boys Life. In that Boys Life magazine, they would have, this is where you saw these ads. Do you remember these guys with all the cool little gadgets, like the hovercraft? Well, this one's got the switchblade on it. It's got you could buy all this neat stuff, right? So
I wanted all the things.
I thought I put these in the video. I guess I didn't. I thought I did. Look at this one. Is it this one? That's the same one.
Freaking Rambo knife.
That's the second one.
It was different. No, they're different.
Was it?
Yeah.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah.
Big old Rambo knife and all this cool stuff. Right. So, hold on. There's one more I want to show you. I thought I put these in the fucking movie too. Damn it.
I wanted all of those things.
Is it this one? No.
Nope. Other one. Nope, it's the same one. You did the same one twice.
Oh shit.
Let me see one though. I want to look at it.
Put my fucking glasses on.
Yeah, there you go. You can see what the hell you're doing. I wish I could zoom it or something. 88 cents, bro. You could be a ninja.
This one, right?
Yeah, you build a go-kart.
Do you remember the hovercraft? Do you remember all the go-kart? You could all, and then all the little magic tricks and stuff like that.
Air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Super sail.
Giant magnets on there. 2 different go-kart ads. Live seahorses.
That's where you got the sea monkeys. I want to point something out. Look at this one. I found this one. Space Shuttle Heroes, 8x10 color picture crew of the Space Shuttle Challenger's last flight, including our first teacher in space, Krista McAuliffe, only $1.95. Relive the excitement of the space shuttle.
That's a bad headline. That's not very well thought out. That's a bad headline, bro.
Relive the excitement of the space shuttle. Oh, you mean the one that blew up and killed all those fucking people? That's why you called them heroes up above?
It was someone's job to make sure that was not written.
Relive the excitement of the space
is
shuttle.
the worst phrase to describe the Challenger's last flight. That's terrible.
I thought that was great.
That's
Relive the
awesome.
excitement of the shuttle. That's the one that fucking blew up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That
Somebody
was
lost
amazing.
their job over that one.
I don't know. Did they? Did they? All right. There was last one here, I think. Talking about earlier. John Hinckley Jr. had a crush on Jodie Foster. And he wanted to do something to impress her, to get her attention. So she would love him.
Yeah.
John
Classic
Hinckley Jr. is the
story.
one who went and said, okay, I'll shoot the president of the United States. He's the guy who shot Ronald Reagan and maimed John Brady. Oh, Wayne Brady, not Wayne Brady. Is it Wayne Brady? Brady. One of his aides. His name was Brady.
He was the guy.
Yeah, messed him up really bad. Most of his life.
That
He
was
was
his
paralyzed
job.
not paralyzed, but just fucked him up. And then we have the
Yeah.
Brady Bill. I don't remember those
This
were
is a
gun laws
crazy
back in the day.
person.
Mm-hmm. Hinckley tells Inquirer how he plans to kill Jodie Foster.
He kind of
He's
looks like
putting
Mr. Miller, though.
Huh?
He kind of looks like Mr. Miller, though.
Kind of, that looks like Trump. A little bit like a young one. All right, so shout out to all these tabloids, man. This is the kind of entertainment we had as kids. This is what we had to look forward to from the grocery store. These are the dangers that Gen X faced when they went to the grocery store. Missing fucking kids and Elton or John Travolta's gay lover.
Yeah,
That's what we
you
had.
could, while you were standing in line 5 deep with your mom, you could grab something to read and read the headlines to your mom.
Because we
And
weren't
annoying.
scrolling phones.
You're not allowed to say that.
I wanted to close with some Yo Mama jokes.
Are they good ones,
And
though?
I thought I was going to find some good ones. And to be honest with you,
Nobody's
I mean-
showing up in the chat, though, with any good Yo Mama jokes either.
I don't, well, yeah.
No,
It's just,
no one's coming through. It's not a thing anymore. Maybe do kids not do that in the locker room anymore?
What, Your Mama jokes?
Yeah,
No, they just fight each other and shoot each other now, probably.
not a thing.
Probably not. Your mama's so fat when she got on the scale, it said, I need your weight, not your phone number. Thought that was clever. Your mama's so fat that when she fell, no one was laughing, but the ground was cracking up.
Is there were these made famous in a movie or something? One of those famous movies from the 80s or 90s? Mama jokes.
Used to be called Jumpaline before your mama got on one. I like that one. Your mama's so stupid she tried to put her M&Ms in alphabetical order.
Yeah, I can see that one.
This
Graveyard
one's kind of funny.
or what is a schoolyard insults?
Your mama's so fat she wears a sock on each toe. That's kind of funny. And this last one, I actually laughed out loud. This was a good one. This is the last one I have is your mama's so fat her blood type is Nutella. Oh, mayonnaise positive. Oh, nothing like a good fart joke. Nothing like a good your mama joke. Nothing like starting off your day with a bunch of fucking sugar, a bunch of milk, and missing kids.
Missing children.
Nothing like going to the store and reading all the celebrity gossip. right there. I'm not offended. It's not offensive. It's just it's amazing. It was neat. We got to see it all, right? We got to see the Bigfoot stuff. We got to see.
We got the regular newspaper. Did you get the regular newspaper delivered to your house too?
Yeah. Raise your hand if you're a paperboy.
Because that was the other thing that I could read in the morning was the comics out of the paper every morning too.
That's how I learned to read. That's how my dad sat down.
Garfield.
Yeah, I mean,
Kathy, Peanuts.
Garfield was good. I love Garfield when he came out. That was fun.
Bailey.
The Wizard of Id.
Yeah. Who was the Bailey? Who was this little soldier guy? Bailey something?
Beetle Bailey.
Beetle Bailey.
Oh, there's an episode for us. Going back to the old comic strips.
Family Circus.
Yeah, the little one-liners.
Yeah.
Little kids crying. Family Circus. The little kid's crying. The older kid is talking to mom. Mom's mad at him. And the little kid's like, he forgot he wasn't on the keyboard, so I smacked his bitch ass or something.
Yeah, those have probably been photoshopped.
Yeah, they didn't say bitch ass back in the 80s. I didn't. I wasn't. Anyways, I think that's all we got, bro. Go ahead and wrap this show up. Let's tell all of our listeners and all of our friends, you know what? We love your support. We love the fact that you watch our show. We love the fact that you chime in. We love the fact that you spend your time with us. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Thanksgiving, Feliz Navidades, and all the good things. Say it. I don't care.
We got more coming up next week, right? What do we got next week?
We have Garen next week.
Money.
Garen's going to come up next week. And the direct approach on, are we set for retirement? Are we set? Are we going to be able to pay for ourselves after we stop working? That's what we're talking about. We are getting there. And you know what? We should already be halfway through that shit. But are we? Are we on track? Find out. Anyways.
I only know one person our age that's already retired.
Who?
Everyone else is working. Dwayne Reeling.
Yeah. Dang.
He's retired.
Go him.
Right?
He's been retired, huh?
Luxurious.
That's going to do it for us tonight, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out. My name is Jason.
And I'm Greg.
Peace out, everybody.
Hey.